And I'm live, hopefully. Oh, it's been one of those days, I swear. I also don't know how my VTuber is going to work. I might, if it doesn't work well, I'll just switch to my PNG instead. Um, because for the most of this stream, other than like looking at chat, I'm not going to be looking at my webcam, which is where my camera is on my laptop. So that's fun. But yeah, if it just doesn't really work out, then I'll just switch to my PNG model instead. Um, but yeah. Oh, it's been one of those days, I swear. You know, like I woke up, everything was great, everything was good, and then all of a sudden one thing happens which then delayed me, and then another thing happened which delayed me even more. And then trying to do this setup and figuring everything out, because this is like the second time that I've done this setup. So yeah, like it's very much um yeah, like it's the second time that I've done this setup, so there's still a lot of different things that I have to like work out and all that fun stuff. um Also, I'm waiting on some Amazon packages. So essentially what I'm doing today uh, is making products for my small business, because I am doing a craft fair at the beginning of June. And so I need to do a lot of prep. I need to make different products. I need to uh, figure every little bit of logistics out because it is my first craft fair. So there is a lot that I need to get done. So I thought, like maybe why not stream myself doing this? I also have no idea what I'm going to do, because like originally, like I've been making all of my memo pads. Um, so like I have like little memo pads. Um, and like I have a few of them that I've cut out so far and that I've glued together. But the issue is that I ran out of paper, which is part of the Amazon order that's arriving today. So I was like, okay, great. I can go and, as I'm streaming, I can like print out, more of my memo pads and my notepads, because I even have like bigger versions of them. Hold on. Yeah, like bigger versions of them as well. And so I'm like, okay, like I'm going to print out all of this while I'm streaming. The only issue is that for whatever reason, like none of my printers like to connect to the Wi-Fi. I think it's just that the router is too far away from my printer, and thus it does not like to connect to anything. So instead of connecting to my Wi-Fi, I connect to my mobile network, or like my mobile hotspot, and connect my computer to that and then print off of that. The only issue is that I am streaming now. So that is, I have no idea how I'm going to try to connect my printer. So that's fun. That is fun. Because it's like if I take it off of Wi-Fi right now, which granted I should really plug in an Ethernet cable, I've just not going to lie, I kind of just been a little bit too lazy. Just a little bit too lazy on that front. But yeah, so that is. So I have no idea how I want to print that. Granted, that's if the paper even arrives during the stream as well. So with that being said, I think I'm going to clear off my desk. It's also going to be interesting because I have a camera to my side and my microphone in front of me, and my desk is tiny, so I don't have a lot of space. So this is going to be very fun and very interesting. I'm going to put that behind me, and I'm just going to pick this all up. Also, at some point, I'll probably end up buying that damn subscription to my to the app that I use for my camera if like I'm going to continue streaming with it. Because the 30 FPS it's not good. It is so not good. I apologize. But I'm like, I don't want to buy another subscription to a service that I may only use once or twice. So we'll see. And then these are all done. Then all that I have to do is put on a like little binding on them, and then I package them in a clear sleeve just to kind of protect them. Those are done. Ooh. There we go. I'm just gonna have something on the table apparently at all times, or else it just does not want to focus. But I do have some of my bookmarks that I printed out. I also have to like remind myself that I have to be like kind of close to the microphone, because I always think I'm like, oh, it's fine, you can hear me, and then it's like, no, you can't. Okay, there we go. Yeah, like I've printed out some of my bookmarks. I also have to cut out this one. There we go. I also have to cut out this page for one of my other notepads. And then, yeah, so I have a whole bunch of, not a whole bunch, but I at least have some of my bookmarks. So that's probably what I'm going to do right now. I also would like to finish some of the artwork that I need to do because I started some products, like drawing some products before I really started to realize that I'm going into a craft fair at the beginning of June. So there's a few products that I still need to finish, like I have like this like I have this note memo pad that I need to still print out, and then I also started doing like these cool little potion bottles, but I've only done the rainbow flag and then the lesbian flag. And I want to do at least like the bi flag and then also the trans flag, I believe, as well, and maybe even the pan flag. But I don't know. It depends on how much time I have, because they do take a little bit of time. And then I just finished this notepad last night, which I really, really love. I am thinking of turning this into like my first ever sticker sheet. So what I would like to do some stickers or sticker sheets in the future. I just never really had a good I guess design in mind. Like I want to offer like a whole bunch of different stickers on the sticker sheet. Like I don't want to just have like 2 or 3 of the same designs repeating like 2 or 3 times. So that's part of the reason why I just haven't done like a sticker sheet in general. But I also would like to try to do like a sticker sheet for potion bottles as well. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to do a Pride potion bottle sticker sheet, but I at least want to do a sticker sheet that features potion bottles, because I've drew I've drawn a lot of different potion bottles over time, so that's also on my agenda, but not right now. And then but yeah, so that's fun. Okay, so what I think, yeah, I'm going to start doing my my bookmarks. Whoop. Don't want to knock that off. Are you are super paper. Not going to lie, it's kind of getting a little stormy outside. Huh, interesting. But yeah, I need to go through because sometimes my printer does this weird splatter ink thing. I have no idea why it does that. Like here, like what is this atrocity? I don't know. Yeah. Like what is this atrocity? Like it's so weird and it doesn't do it all the time. Granted, there is a lot of lines on this. Oop. Is there lines on this? Does not look like it. Okay. So that one I'm going to put off to the side. I don't know what I want to do with it. Also, there we go. Just move that back a little bit so then I have a little bit more space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting this out. Okay. But yeah, this is how I make my bookmarks. I print the front side of it on sticker paper and then the back side on cardstock, and then I stick them together, and then I've also just started to laminate them as well. So I laminate both sides of them just because I want them to be a little bit more durable than what they've previously have been. Yeah, that's I just started on as well. Yeah, I'm really there's like a little line on this. I don't know. I also like I don't know if you can see that, but like there's a little line on that. Maybe I will also turn the think yes. That would be that's better. At least then what I'm doing is somewhat in frame. Oh my god, like the 30 the 30 FPS. Holy crap. I am so sorry. Like part of me is just like, do I just buy the subscription now? I don't know. I might in the future. It's just that it's like another, I don't know how much it is. I'm like, part of me is just like, oh, here's like another $20 for a subscription service. And I'm like, I don't want to spend another $20 for subscriptions. I already spend so many $20 per subscription already. I don't want more. But yeah. And then I also do tassels as well on the bookmarks, which I also have to go through and figure out how many tassels I've already pre-made, and then also how much thread I have left to make, and to figure out how much thread I have left in terms of how many tassels I can make, because I probably don't have enough to make all of the tassels for all of the bookmarks, so I need to go buy more thread. I need to make that shopping list. But yeah, I am so unbelievably nervous about this craft fair. Like, I don't know, I constantly flip-flop between, oh, like, I'm not going to sell anything, and then I'm going to sell out type thing. Like, especially because I mean, I have a rough idea of what my most popular products are and what ones I should, you know, have the most amount of stock on. But it's also so nerve-wracking because sometimes you don't know. And it's like sometimes also hold on. Oh, shifting this over. There we go. There we go. Hopefully that's potentially works a little bit better. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh. Yeah. Like, so yeah, like I have a rough idea of what sells and what doesn't. And so it's that thing where also, hold on. It is times like these where having a little trash can really comes in handy. Just like a little dollar store trash can that I've gotten, but it's so handy for like moments like this. Um, I also just want to check on my Amazon order. This says it should arrive between like 12 and 3, but I don't know. Hmm. Okay. Also, then I'm like, oh yes, like while I'm checking my Amazon order, gets distracted on checking every other social media platform. Like, oh my god, that like it just does not like fast movement. Holy crap. Uh, yeah, I'll probably end up fixing that in the future. But yeah, like I know, going back to the previous discussion, it's like I know I have a rough idea of what to potentially sell and what might not sell, but it's also nerve-wracking because you never know, especially dependent on the target audience. Oops. Just double checking, making sure that everything's still good. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so it's like I know it's that thing where I'm like I have a rough idea of what sells and what won't sell. But it's also nerve-wracking because sometimes you just never know, and like sometimes random products just pop off for whatever reason. Also, the music keeps cutting in and out. What is this? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Oops. Yeah, like, so it's like part of me is like, I need to, you know, I need to kind of have a wide range of products, and I'm like, okay, like these I know sell well-ish, depending on where, depending on where they sell, and then also I kind of have some of my lesser known products or favorite products. Um, I think I'm gonna kick this up a little bit. There we go. But yeah, so it's like, and then also part of me is like, I don't know how many I should have, either like per product. It's like, part of me is like, I was thinking of having like 4 of my bookmarks each. Like, it's a 5-hour craft fair, and it's also hard where I don't know how to describe it. It's basically, it's being held in a building where a lot of different companies hold craft fairs. So like different craft fair companies will rent out the space and then hold different craft fairs in it. And like that's great and all, but they don't tell you, they don't count how many people are going to be there. It's kind of like, it's like free entry too. So like there's no tickets or anything like that you have to buy. It's like free entry, so it's like they don't track the amount of people that come in. Plus also depending on the day, and even depending on the week, and even depending on the weather, you know, there you might get less attendance like one week versus the other week. And so it's like, I don't want to make too much product. I don't want to have all this product on hand, especially for like the lesser, the items that don't necessarily sell as well. So I'm like, I don't want to have too much product on hand, but I also don't want to not have enough product on hand. Also, like the music keeps cutting in and out. What is this? Where music? Where am I on the soundtrack? Ooh, I'm getting kind of close to the end. Granted, they're like only like 2-minute songs. Whatever. But yeah, I'm like, I don't want to have not enough product, but I also don't want to have too much product. So it's just trying to find that like balance between the two, where it's like, and it's also interesting because, you know, like for me, I'm like, oh, okay, like 4 bookmarks per design feels too low almost. But then I also have to remember that like I could potentially have like 10 different bookmark designs on my display, which is essentially 40 different bookmarks that people can choose, or basically 40 different bookmarks that I would have to try to sell. And so it's like, so then it's like when you think of it that way, it's just like, oh, okay, like that's not you know, that's not too little. Like like that is definitely a good chunk of products. Same thing like even with stickers. I'm like, if I have like say like 20 different sticker designs, and you know, I have, and even if I sit here and like sell, or like not sell, but like make 10 per design, then that's essentially like 200 stickers that I would have to essentially try to sell. And so then it doesn't sound too bad when it's like, oh yeah, like I only have like 10 stickers per design. But then it's like, you also should, like for me, I know that there's certain ones where I would like to have a little bit more of, because I do definitely sell What? Oh my god, can the music stop cutting in and out? I'm like, I'm looking at my Wi-Fi and it's just like, it's like down and up, down and up. And I'm like, oh my god, what is it today? I swear. Today is cursed. Today is cursed, I swear. Yeah, that one's going into my, not elbow pile. Like, it's, like, I try not to be too picky, but then I also, maybe, maybe it's fine, actually. Okay. I thought that that was ink. It's not. It came off. Okay, that's fine. Just because it has like a little bit of ink splatter on it, and it's like you can tell where the ink splattered on it, and it's like that's just not attractive. But yeah, like I try not to be too picky with my stuff, but also I still want to sell good products at the end of the day. I like not even good products. I want to sell like high quality products is more of like it's more of what I want. And so like I don't want to have like a whole bunch of marked um bookmarks, but like I know that my bookmarks tend to be a little bit more finicky, especially with the sticker paper. Um Sometimes it's easy for the sticker paper to kind of scratch, which is also the reason why I am now laminating them. Originally I didn't want to laminate them. Because one, I don't really like the look of lamination, and two, there's more plastic in all, like, it's just more plastic use, which I don't really like. At least, like, right now with the bookmarks, like, it's paper. I mean, I don't know if vinyl is recyclable. I'm assuming that vinyl is recyclable, but I honestly have no idea. I guess it depends on where you live. But I'm like, right now, like, my bookmarks are essentially, like, 100% recyclable. Um, Whereas, like, once I laminate them, then they're not. Um, which is an issue, which I don't like, but I've tried literally everything, and it's like this is like a big debate that I have with like a lot of my products. Like I love making a lot of my products at home because I love not only just making them myself. Like I love being able to print things and cut things out and like assemble all of them and like have a finished product in my hand and then like yeah, like I not only did I create the art on it, but I also created the product too. But I also love problem solving on so many different levels as well, and that's something that I love about making my own products is that like okay, like something's not working or something's not up to my standards, how do I make it up to my standards, and how can I basically how can I perfect this product as much as possible. But it's also hard because obviously like I don't have like industrial like printing machines or cutting machines or anything like that, like so there's always going to be like issues, not issues, but like there's like I don't know the correct word, but like they're not I guess they're not up to like industry standards is more of what I'm trying to say. Which then makes it hard where I'm like, okay, well, do I sit down and like outsource, this stuff? Like I could potentially get even a higher quality product, but then I'm not making it myself. And then like making things myself. And um I like doing a lot of this stuff. So it's like it's so hard. There's like so many like little things like that I have to kind of like think about as well. I mean, I'll probably um just put that over there for right now. Also Okay, my Amazon package is quite literally 5 stops away. Yeah. Then I have to figure out how I want to try to print stuff. I don't know how much data it's going to use for me to stream off of my mobile data. Like, ooh. I just don't want to be like, yeah, I'm going to use like 20 gigs of data like within 2 minutes type thing. But yeah, so I'm going to take a little bit of a crease. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to for my craft fair, I'm going to have stickers, bookmarks, art prints, my memo pads, my notepads, and that's like also going back to like me wanting to create all my products. Like that's also part of there's also like another issue that I find is that like I want to create more diverse products. Like I would love to do, you know, some keychains or even enamel pins as well. Like even turning like these like little knives, like pride knives into like enamel pins. That would be so cool. But obviously I can't make the enamel pins myself. So it's like, you know, do I sit here and outsource? But it would be like my first ever product that's outsourced. And then it's like my whole brand is me creating me creating things. And so it just feels like, yes, I create all of my products except for my enamel pins or except for my keychain. Um it feels kind of weird in terms of like my branding, but also I don't want to just limit myself to what I can and cannot create, like make myself. Because I'm limiting myself on potential product options and like doing some fun and unique products as well. Which is part of the issue. So it's like I just don't know. Um yeah, so I'm just trying to like I don't know where I stand, but also I'm like I don't want to have part of me is like I also don't want to have too many different products featuring these same product designs because then I feel like it starts to get a little bit overwhelming being like, well, I like this product design, but like I could get it in a sticker or a bookmark or enamel pin or a keychain. So like for me personally, I feel like if I'm doing multiple different products, like product types featuring the same design, I want to kind of have things be different across each product design or product type. So like, you know, maybe the enamel pins are only, you know, the knives, for example, and then my stickers are the Be Gay D Crime with the knives, and then of course like the bookmarks have all of the knives on them, type thing. Um, but yeah, like there's just a lot of stuff where I'm like I have to figure stuff out, but then it's like it's also hard where it's also investment as well. Like right now, like I can make a design and I could theoretically just make one of the design on one of the products and then list that on my Etsy store. And also you're freaking out. Uh and then kind of go from there, or at least, you know, maybe like add like, you know, maybe I make like quantity of two and put them in my maker store type thing. And in that case, then I can like kind of test out the products where it's like if I make like a batch, or if I go and outsource them. Also, the sun's going down. It's like super duper cloudy. It's supposed to be sunny today, but it looks like a storm's rolling in. Like super duper windy. I don't think that anyone can hear the winds. Um, oh, okay. So my package should be here soon. Also, put that back a little bit. That's not what I want. I also, while I love the music box vibes, I'm not want a little bit. I want something a little bit more upbeat. Just a smidge. Oh, it got delivered. Okay. Well, I'll be right back actually. Since my package got delivered. 1 second. I got a square reader. And then I also got a charm. Or a charm. I don't know why I read that as charm. Got a power bank as well. That was in like box number 1. And so box number 2 should be my paper. Okay. Oops. Okay. So that's my Amazon package. Of course, I opened it off camera because I'm not going to accidentally dock myself. What are you doing, cat? Can you not? What? What? My cat she wants to investigate the boxes, and she was very mad that I put them up. But yeah, so I got a Square Reader. I'm super duper excited about. I got this one. I know that you can do payments via your phone, but I at least wanted to give people the option to insert their card. I don't believe that you can swipe. Yeah. I don't think that you can swipe on it, which is fine. I don't think that a lot of people will use swipe. I don't even remember the last time that I actually swiped a card. I think the only time that I ever swipe cards is like if they're gift cards, which is definitely, I definitely do not have that in my store. And then I got a power bank as well. This one's really cool because it comes with a whole bunch of, I think, like 3 or 4 different chargers that are connected to the power bank, and then you can use your own chargers as well. So you can charge up to like 6 different devices. But it'll definitely be handy if like I accidentally forget my charging cable or anything like that. And then I got my paper for my memo pads and my notepads. So I use HP's premium 32-pound paper. Like it's fun. Like I've tried 24, 20, and 28-pound paper, but none of them really hold the ink that well, and so I went up to the 32-pound paper, and that's doing pretty well. But yeah, it's fun. But again, I have no idea how I'm going to actually print everything out because I'm streaming and I have to connect my phone, or I have to connect my laptop to my mobile hotspot. Want cat? Please don't eat the corners. Okay. Sorry, she's having the time of her life with the boxes. I'm going to put this away, or ish. Put it somewhere. And then also put these away somewhere too. What are you doing? What? You want out? Oh. Oh. What? Eat. Kitty cat. Ugh. Yeah, she's very upset that her bed's not up here. I have to take her bed down. She has a bed. She sits on my desk majority of the time, and she's very upset that I had to take her bed off the desk in order to make room for my cutting machine. So she's a little bit upsetty spaghetti. She just wants the loves and the snuggles and all the pets. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay. Oh, let me go out. Oh, you did not like that. I'm sorry. I'm getting way too distracted. Is it going to recognize me? Yes, it does. Okay, there we go. Okay. What I'm going to do, I don't know what I want to do. What is this? Oh yeah, I wanted to change the music, that's right. Um, what do I want to change it to? You know what? Let's change it to the desert. Like Sumeru from Genshin. Because that's what I am. Oh, actually, I changed that way too early. That was kind of cool, but that's fine. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I don't really know what I want to do. I'm like, sometimes this is what happens where I'm like, I have so many different things that I want to do, and then I'm like, I have no idea where I want to start or what I want to do or how I want to do things. I guess, you know what? I'm going to go through my tassels. Um, yeah, I'm going to go through my tassels. So now this becomes the hard part of trying to remember what tassels go where. So let me do the obvious ones. So I got black. Also that thing where I'm like, how many designs or how many of them am I going to do per design? I think I'm just going to aim for 4 per design. If I get more, then I have more. Yeah. That one doesn't really matter. I know that I need to get more, I think it's more of this color as well, because I'm doing... like, this is what the bookmarks look like before I put any sort of whatchamacallit, what is the word? What is the word? I want to say vinyl, and that's not the word that I'm looking for. Protective lamination. Holy crap. This is what they look like before I put lamination on them. I don't have... No, I do have one with lamination. But yeah, like, I'm also going to be bringing in this design as well, which I believe that either this color or something very, very similar to this color, potentially a little bit more paler, is that tassel. So I definitely know that I need to get more of the, of that color, which I should probably be writing down. Let me go there. Whoops. That's like the only one thing of like, yes, I'm typing on my laptop and then I trigger all of my toggles. Thankfully, I don't have that many. Okay, and then I also need, you know what? I might just do this. Hey, how's it going? I'm currently making some products for my first ever craft fair. I'm currently going through all of my embroidery thread to figure out what I need, how many tassels I can make, and if I need any more colors. And you are you. This is black. These are all. Are these the same color? I think no. They're a little bit lighter or a little bit darker. Yeah, those are something else. You have this. These ones are for other ones. Well, I definitely do have quite a bit of black, so I don't think that I need to go out and get more black. Granted, a lot of my bookmarks need black thread or black tassels. But yeah, I definitely do have quite a bit. Okay. Oh yeah, I definitely I have a good chunk. If I can put down. Yeah. I have a decent chunk of black, so I definitely don't need to grab any more of those. I should also pull up. I know that I have an Excel sheet that has all of my tassel colors. I just have to find them. Find it. Where is it? There you go. Okay. I just don't know how updated this list is. I think, yeah, like it's really I'm looking forward to it. I'm hella nervous as well, but I'm really excited. This the same color? No, it's not. Okay. Let me just take all of this out. Because I don't know. I also have to solidify what bookmarks I'm bringing and what I'm not as well. Not the same color. This is all a tangled mess. Fantastic. Okay. So I definitely know. What am I bringing? Let me consult my list of stuff that I'm bringing. I can find them. Okay. So I'm going to be bringing in my Luna Moth bookmarks. I need at least 4 tassels for that, which I don't have. I don't have any more thread. Let me... Yeah, so I don't have any of that, so I definitely need a little bit more of those. So I'm just going to write that down. So... Oh. And my camera shut off. I heard it click. I just need to change the battery. I don't have like a dummy battery for it. So I'll be right back. Go. No. There we go. All fixed. Okay. But yeah, I'm definitely not... I definitely don't have enough for my Luna Moth. So let me go Luna Moth. Thread. I'm going to say 2 bundles. Because each one bundle can get me 2 tassels. So then 2 bundles will get me 4 tassels. So 2 bundles. Nope. Then that's done. Definitely need more for my spider lily as well. That's only 1, right? Yes, it is. And it's kind of a little bit just a wee bit not the greatest. So I don't have any more. Okay. And then I think I'm trying to aim for like 4 bookmarks per design. So I should probably do 3 bundles for that one. Spider, lily, red. Bundles for that. The blacks I should be pretty okay with. I just want to consult my list. Okay. Because I have the only ones would be Not a Phase and the Pry Knives, and then also so the Not a Phase one, I have it here, and then the human parts, and then the knives. Is that all that I'm bringing for stuff that has black tassels? Hold on. Because that's 3 math. Whoops. Math. Nope. There we go. 3 designs times 4 would be 12. Got it. Okay, yeah, I think that that's all that I'm bringing in for black. So then that would be 12 tassels that I need. I have 2 over on the other side. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So yeah, I'm good with black. Okay. Just write that down. Okay. And then for wrong document. Okay, for the sun snake that I have, it is 680, which, yeah, is this thread, which would be this. Yeah, so I have a decent amount of that too. Okay. I'm actually doing pretty good on thread. it's like surprisingly, I thought that I would need more, but a lot of it's just kind of like the I only need like a handful at this point. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I have even more bundles here as well. Because like sometimes some designs share thread as well. So then that, oh, and I also have this one as well. So then that's all fine. Yeah, like I have a lot. Why do I have so much of this? Huh. Strange. Okay. So then that is that. What else? What other designs am I bringing in? I have my Lunamoth bookmark. I have my, which is this one, the Spider Lily, and then I have the Cozy bookmark as well, which is this one. Let me switch over to make sure that it's actually in frame. Yeah. So like I'm also going to be selling this one. It's more of like a fall theme, but like I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if people will like it or not. I also have, I'm debating between that one and like my mushroom theme one as well. I don't know. Like sometimes, like I don't know. I don't want to like bring both of them because they're very fall coded, and I don't know if they'll do well. Especially because we're coming into more into the summer. So there's that. So I don't know. I think I might just bring the fall one because when I'm looking at my numbers, this one has done a bit better than my other one. So in that case, it will take the orange thread. Is this? And like I might also bring in more of my Spider Lily bookmarks as well, instead of doing just 4. Then I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And I even have a little bit more as well. I have 4, and then I also have 5, and I have 7, I believe, in total for the tassels. So then that's fine as well. Whoops. Okay. I got the, and then, oh, I was, okay. So on my original plan, I was going to bring both, but I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to bring the cozy one. And then I'm going to bring the original Sun Snake Arts. The reason why I say it's the original, because I actually redrew it a few months ago, or more than a few months ago, actually. Yeah. So I have, like, I redrew the Sun Snake, which I really like, but a lot of people tend to also gravitate towards this as well, which I'm like, I can understand why people like this one a little bit more than this one. But I like both. But I definitely don't think that I'm going to bring both. I think I'm just going to bring the original one and kind of go from there. But yeah, I don't know. I think, how many bookmarks would that be? Be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I have the human bookmark as well that I'm going to be bringing in. I think 7 bookmarks. Which feels low in terms. Oh no, it would be 8. So I also want to do the sun and moon. Or not the sun and moon, the moon stars as well. Okay. So realistically, all that I need to do is get more thread for Lunamoth, Spider Lily, and then also the sun, not the sun, the moon and stars. I think everything else has enough tassels for it. Okay. That's actually not too bad. That is, which is really nice because sometimes, as fun as making tassels is, sometimes it's a tad bit boring. Oops. Yeah. So then, don't think. Okay. And then yeah, I think that I'm just going to aim for like 4 designs, or 4 per design. I might do maybe like 5 or 6 for my Lunamoth and my Spider Lily one, because those tend to sell a bit better. But I'm not 100% sure. It's like, it's so hard to like tell, because it's like, you know, even though that it may sell a bit better on like on my Etsy or in my maker store, that doesn't mean that it's going to sell as well in the craft, like during the craft fair either. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Okay. So I don't need you. And I don't need you. Okay. And I don't need you. Everything else, I technically don't need that many blacks either, so I'm just going to put some of that away as well. Okay. I'll keep 2 out. There we go. Okay. But yeah, that's not too bad. I thought that it was going to be a bit worse. I thought that I was like almost out of a lot of the thread, but I'm not. Which is definitely nice. Yeah. And then what else? Just give me 1 second. Okay. So now, what else is on my to-do list? Oh, so many things. So many things. Also, like, the crappy part is that I still, like, my sticker paper was supposed to arrive today, and I don't even think that it's out for delivery yet from Amazon, which does definitely suck. Also, I just want to double check. Which definitely sucks, because I had this issue before when I bought my sticker paper before, where it just seems like it gets stuck right before it's supposed to go out for delivery. Like it just spins, and it doesn't actually go out for delivery. It actually took me, I think, ordering something else for Amazon to be like, oh, okay, now we're going to deliver it. So if it doesn't go out for delivery today, then I am definitely going to contact the seller and be like, yo, what's going on with this? Because I need the sticker paper like now. I cannot wait 2 weeks for it to arrive, especially because there's like, it just says, oh, it's left like the shipper's place, and I'm like, and there's like no other tracking, and I'm like, okay, but it's supposed to be out for delivery today, and there's nothing. Okay. So what else? What else? Okay. So, I mean, I could paint. Because like originally I was going to do like cutting out my bookmarks and stuff like that. Originally I was going to do technically I was going to start cutting out my memo pads and my notepads because now I have the paper for it. But I don't know how I'm going to do that with streaming. Okay. I mean, I could do a little bit of drawing. I could do that, or I could do painting. I might do a little bit of painting because why not? Okay. Then these needs to go, or maybe I'll leave painting for later, just because like I don't want, whoops, like I use my cutting mats, not for my cutting machine, but like an actual like cutting mat that you can use an X-Acto knife on. I use that as a cover for painting, but I have to paint the sides of my display, and I just don't, they tend to be, they're a bit bigger, so I don't really want to have to worry about getting paint on my desk and then washing that off. So I might just wait until a little bit later to do that, actually. So I think I'm just going to do a little bit of drawing instead. Which, okay. There's still a few products that I want to finish. So like drawing the Pride Potion bottles, and then also a few other things as well. If that's the case, what I'm going to do is switch over to this, actually. There we go. Yeah. And then I just need to turn off. I need to turn off EU. That's what I need to do. Okay. Where am I going? There we go. Okay. And then also I want to change one other thing as well. Go. You. Don't. There we go. Whoops. Okay. So yeah, so this is, I'm just going to do a little bit of drawing. I don't know how much drawing I'm going to do. I'm kind of like, it's hard where I'm like, I'm switching between so many different things. Because there's so many different things that I need to do. Yeah. Okay, so I think I want to do, excuse me, why is the music cutting out? Thank you. Okay. Kind of like going off of this reference sheets. I don't know. Kind of like that one. Yeah. I think that would be kind of cool. Okay. But yeah, like I wanted to, like I have the potion bottles that I still need to draw. I mean, for the most part, I think, is that it that I have to draw, or is there more that I wanted to do? No, it's just the potion bottles that I have left to draw because I wanted to do the whatchamacallit? I wanted to do, like I have the two memo pads and the notepads that I wanted to draw, and then I also wanted to draw the potion bottles too. Just kind of roughly sketching it. Also, there we go. That feels that feels a little bit better. Okay. And let me turn this down just a smidge. Okay. But yeah, like this is, I'm planning on this being the bi-flag potion bottle. And that I do know that I want to eventually do some sticker sheets as well. It sucks because I can't add in the sticker sheets to this craft fair, which like part of me is like, I'm glad, not going to lie, because I don't really have time to sit here and try to figure out a whole new product thing. But basically, like when I sign up for the craft fair, you have to basically write like a detailed, like somewhat of a detailed list of what you're bringing in, and then you're not allowed to bring in anything else. And like, I don't know how strict they are, and like, I don't know in terms of like the classifications of like what items, like how detailed you had to be with your items. Because like, I just put like stickers and notepads and memo pads and stuff like that down, which is like correct, but then I'm like, well, I could do some like mystery sticker packs and like also where don't mind all of my stuff. Where is, I guess, you? Guess that's what I want. Yeah. Okay. Also, I need to size this up a lot more once I kind of get a rough idea of what I want to do. But yeah, like I don't know how like strict they are on that rule. Like, you know, if I didn't put down, oh, I'm selling like mystery sticker packs, like, and then I add them in, like, would I get in trouble? Like, I have no idea. So I'm like, I don't want to risk it where it's like, And it's like, again, like even with like the sticker sheets, I'm like, well, technically they are stickers, and technically I did say that I'm bringing in stickers. I didn't necessarily say what kind of stickers, but I'm like, is that like, where's that classification? Like same thing. I'm also thinking of having like a B grade bin as well, because I have a whole bunch of like B grade stickers, and especially like bookmarks. I have so many B grade bookmarks. My bookmarks are the things that give me the most amount of trouble. This is so not what I want. I want it to be a little bit more lower. Okay. But yeah, and then, whoops. Let me do, oh, whoops. And paste that. And then I can merge that together. There we go. I think I kind of want to have it on this kind of angle, and then I want it, I'd have it more like here. Whoops. No. Let me do this. There we go. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. There we go. I was like, my eye was itchy there for a hot second, you know, like allergies and all that wonderful jazz. And it's like the tracking just did not want to track, and I'm like, ooh, okay. Yeah. No, that's what's, I was like, this doesn't look correct, and it's not. Because there should be a little outline. But yeah, like I really also want to do a little, a sticker sheet featuring some potion bottles as well, and potentially like, I know that there's like, I have a, sorry, all of this cat hair in my face. I know that I have a bookmark. Well, let me see if I can find it in my stack of stuff. Bookmarks. This one. Like I have this one that I've done before, which I like. But it's like I can do so much better. Like I can do so much better on so many different things. And so I'm like, I know that I can do better, and so part of me is like maybe I'll like redesign this, like redesign, because it's a redesign of an older bookmark, which is this. Like this is going on a random tangent here. But I'm like, this is how much of a difference my art has become. Like you go and you look at this, and then like let me add in photo. Where's the other one? Here. Like, oh my god, like look at this difference in terms of my art. Like that's insane. Like this is how my drawing used to be. And now I'm drawing something like this. That's like insane. Like it, just kind of going back and like looking at all that stuff is really insane. And even like again, like even going from like that to this, like you can definitely see like a big improvement. And then you add in my latest drawing of a potion bottle. Like that's insane. That's like it's so crazy to see kind of like the difference on so many different levels. So yeah, so like part of me is like, part of me is like, I kind of just want to redraw or like redesign this redesign to have like another potion bottle bookmark. But I don't know. I don't know. Where am I? I'm back here. Okay. So with that being said, let me get rid of this. And then let me scale this up. I always like to scale up my stickers so that way then regardless of wherever I am doing it, I can always scale it down. I much rather scale something down than scale something up. Okay. Let me do maybe this. Actually, what I want to do is turn on drawing assist. Nope, symmetry. Can I? Thank you. There we go. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Okay. That looks, I think, good. No, I do not like how thick that is. It's way too thick. Oops, that's... I'm not going to do the symmetry on this. It's... Turn assist drawing off, thank you. And then do this. There we go. I think that's a lot better. Let me... How does it look? Okay. Not the worst. But yeah, since like I'm doing the craft fair in June, I want to get all of my Pride stuff done. Like it just sucks because like I mean granted I am definitely adding in a lot more Pride items than what I've had before. But it just sucks because I was planning on doing a lot more. Like I wanted to do like a bookmark as well. Or like do 2 or 3 different types of bookmarks, but I'm just not going to have time. Like even with all the like maybe oops, not what I want. Like I guess it depends on how long it'll take me to do everything. Like if I'm able to get all of my craft fair stuff done and then also and also all of the drawings that I need to get done, like I could potentially do it. I could potentially design a bookmark, like a Pride bookmark or 2. But I don't know. There's just I don't want to put too much on my plates. I mean, I'm glad that I'm even able to get some Pride stuff out in the first place because normally I'm always behind on a lot of this stuff. Like I'm also glad that I think I started all these drawings in like, or at least started planning everything in like or not August, in April. because April, I was like, yeah, I should like start doing this because knowing me, I am going to, something's going to happen and then I'm going to forget. And then June's like right around the corner. And then I'm going to be struggling to get anything Pride related out. And I want to get more stuff, more Pride stuff out at the very least. I'm not doing a art prints this year. I don't know, like I'm thinking of slowly but surely phasing out my art prints. One, like I don't do a lot of art prints anymore. Like I feel like if I was to do any sort of art prints, like instead of doing like an art print itself, I might just do a lot of my art as journal covers or like notebook covers instead. Like I just find that my art prints don't necessarily sell that well, which like valid, like I definitely don't think that they're as art like I don't think that a lot of the stuff that I draw is more like art print material. I think there's very, very few things that I draw where I'm like, yes, this would make for really great art prints. For the most part, a lot of the stuff that I draw just makes more sense as like stickers or notepads or bookmarks, that sort of thing. Not necessarily also, do I like how big that is? I don't know. It's very chunky. It's a very chunky stopper. I kind of like that though. I don't know, something different. Something different. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep it like that. Why not? And then, whoops. Well, no, because this is now bigger, so it's fine. Okay. There we go. Sure. I mean, I think that that looks fine. Yeah. I don't know. I still don't really like the stopper. Let me play around with this. Actually, I feel like there's just something off about the stopper I don't necessarily like. So I think I'm going to make it maybe elongate it. As well. Yeah, I feel like that's better. Okay. But yeah, I think that that's a little bit better. 1 second. I'm just double checking that everything is fine. Oh, that's it. I checked the wrong thing. I wanted to check because I have sticker paper that's supposed to be coming. It's not out for delivery yet. I don't think they will be. Yeah. No, it's still just saying that it's shipped. All the tracking says is that the package has left the shipping facility, and I'm like, you said that like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 days ago? Okay. Oi. Oi. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I think that'll be fine. I think what's throwing me is that it's not like it's a little bit bigger up here. Like I almost want it to kind of like slope in a little bit more, like almost like this. Then I feel like the stopper would be really small and kind of like weirdly shaped. So I think I'm going to leave it. Okay. Now time for the fun part, which is just aligning everything. Going to pick this color. I also have no idea how I want to do the rope around it, because it's like there's not really a neck on the bottle. I don't know, but we'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, I'm planning on I want to actually reorganize this. Do you put you together, and then I'm going to delete all of this just to kind of make it a little bit more simple. Oh, there goes the screen. Oh, I swear. Every time. It's just like, I didn't have this issue before where, like, I mean, I had the issue before, but like the last time that I drew, it wasn't doing this. It actually never did this the last time that I was streaming drawing. But basically the app mirroring program that I have, it just like force closes itself. It's just like, yeah, I had whoop, yes, okay, that's what I wanted. It's like, yeah, I had like enough time to close down. I don't want to do this no more. So that's fun. But yeah, and then it's like, I also want to continue doing this. This was on my bucket list. Like, I wanted to make potion bottles. I have so many ideas for so many different potion bottles, but then I'm like, ooh, yes, let me draw like 20 different potion bottles. And then it's just like, I get through like 2 and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. It's like, now I'm making pride potion bottles, and it's like, why? Like, why do I hate myself? Like, I love drawing them, but like, I'm like, I want to draw something different every now and then. Okay, what am I doing? That is what I'm doing. I wanted to do... Is this still on the correct brush? Yes, it is. Okay. Actually, let me zoom out. Nope. Okay. I knew I was being ambitious with that stroke. There we go. It's just that I'm like left-handed, so I couldn't see the lines very clearly when going up. And then do this as well. Yeah, I have so many ideas for like potion bottles. I just want to I want to draw like you know, like I want to draw like 20 of them, and then I get through like 2 or 3 and I'm like, yeah, I want to draw something else. And then I like, for whatever reason, I never go back to them either. Like this bottle was part of a Zodiac collection. I got through 2 And then I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. Um, oh, but yeah, like I'm like, oh, and now I'm doing potion bottles, or now I'm doing pride potion bottles, which but like I also like how they're turning out too. Then I'm going to do this in U color. Let me put this on a different layer. There we go. There we are. Okay. And then this is going to be the buy flag, which I don't think that I have in my... I have it here. No, I do not. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm like, I'm going on the internet and I'm like, I don't want anything, I don't want to accidentally dox myself on anything, just in case. Okay. Can I save this off? Save to photos. Thank you. Let me import this. Ah, there we go. Okay. The app did not like the fact that I decided to go on the internet, apparently. It's just like, yeah, no, Force closes itself again. I don't know why I'm having this issue with, whoops, that is so not what I want. Why I'm having this issue all of a sudden, because like the last time that I did art, it wasn't this bad. It went for like, I think, or like the second time that I streamed art, it wasn't this bad. And now it's just like, yeah, let's force close every, you know, every like 2 seconds. I like the music, it keeps pausing too. I think Yeah, it might be time to, like, you know, instead of doing Wi-Fi. I know streaming through Wi-Fi is so bad. I have so many cables already. I don't want to run another cable. And also I'm like, I don't know. Also, this is going to sound so dumb. I have no idea how an Ethernet cable works. No, I'm thinking of phone lines. Crap. I don't even think that I can run an Ethernet cable. Oh. Oh, okay. Because, like, I keep getting the Ethernet cable and like the phone cables mixed up, like the landline phone cables, for anyone who's like what phone cables, like the landline phone cables, like the cables that you plug into your landline phone type thing. Because like in my room, I have like what I thought was, I think you. Ooh. Sorry, so many thoughts are going in my head. No, like I was like, oh, okay, I could just plug in the, I'm like, I have no idea how this stuff works. I'm like, yeah, I'll just plug in the Ethernet cable into my wall, which I'm now starting to realize that I think that that's the phone cable, not an Ethernet cable. And I think that an Ethernet cable has to be plugged directly into your router, which also makes sense because you're hard wiring yourself in. And if that's the case, then there's no way in hell that I can sit here and I can hardwire myself into an Ethernet cable. because my router is downstairs and I'm upstairs, and I am not like there's actually like no physical way for me to do it, not without like creating like 5 or 10 different tripping hazards, and that sort of thing. Oy. Ooh. So there. Okay. Good to know. I'll probably look into that at some point, just to kind of like confirm my suspicions. But also I have a feeling that I know why the Wi-Fi is acting up when it wasn't before. Okay. On that note, let me... How did I do this before? I think... Let me just do... Whoops, nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking for the potion bottles, I want to do the buy flag and then the trans and the pan flag. I don't think that I'm going to do anything else. Let me double check my notes. I wrote down what I wanted to do. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even add pan into it. I only had 4, but I think I'm going to add pan, maybe. It's just like, the issue is that I would love to do all the flags of everything. Like, I would love to do all the flags, but like if I'm like, if I have like, say like 4 designs featuring all the flags, like I could end up with like 4 or not 4, like 6 to 8 different flag designs per or 8, like 6 to 8 flags per design. And like that just becomes like, I think that it's fine to do that on my website, but I like, it doesn't make sense to do that via my like via the craft fair, unfortunately, because like I have to think about space as well. Also, can't remember how I did this before. Alright, so what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to fill in this. Just to make it a little bit easier for myself. Oops. Yeah, and then these are going to be stickers. And then I also... Okay. Also, it's like almost 2. Holy crap. I feel like I've gotten so many things done and then nothing at all. But it's also hard because like I just don't have enough space on my desk to really kind of dive deep into a lot of this stuff. It's also a thing where I think that if I had whatchamacallit, I think that if I had the paper before and I had like pre-printed stuff, I think that I would have definitely done a lot more of my cutting of my products. But like I just ran out of like sticker paper and or at least like the sticker paper that I use for my actual for my actual stickers. And then bookmarks are just a lot harder to do because I have to like I have to match up the vinyl sticker paper onto the God damn, this music. This keeps buffering. Okay. But yeah, like it's what am I talking about? But yeah, I don't know. I paused there for a hot second. I was like, wait, what? Nothing wants to work today, I swear. Why is today cursed? Why is today cursed? Music's pausing, this is keep glitching. Unless oh, I wonder if it's because it's going over Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is just struggling today. That might be the cause of it, actually. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is struggling today. Like, normally it doesn't act up as bad as this, I swear. But yeah, I think, like, it like... Yeah, if I had my paper... before stream, I would have totally, printed out some more stuff. And then I would have cut out my bookmarks and potentially, like, my stickers. More... I would have done that instead. But something that I realized, like, right before the stream, I was like, oh crap, how am I going to actually print out anything? Because I hook my, whatchamacallit? I hook my printer up to my, mobile hotspot, and then I also hook my computer up to my mobile hotspot. Since the router is downstairs, it's too far away for my printer to connect properly. And so that's just kind of been my workaround, to sit here and print on my computer and my laptop and my printer at the same time. Is to do that. But then I'm like, well, I'm streaming and I don't necessarily want to hook up my mobile hotspots to my stream or to my computer, because I'm like, I have no idea how much data this takes. So I'm like, I don't want to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm going to stream for like 10 minutes, try to print something out, and then it's like, yeah, I've used like 10 gigabytes of data. Because I know like downloading and like uploading and like watching stuff like takes a crap ton of data, and I'm like, I have no idea. So yeah, so I'm like, if I had everything, if my paper was arriving, like my paper arrived yesterday, then I totally would have printed a lot of stuff out, and whoops, that's not what I want. And then spend this time cutting stuff out instead. But that did not happen. It's fine. I mean, granted, I have to finish this anyway before the craft fair, because I want these granted, I want these done before the craft fair, not even like, oh, like right before the craft fair, like at least like a good like week or two before. And I'm like, we're already mid-March, or not mid-March, mid-May, and I still have stuff that I need to finish drawing. I'm like, that's fun. But yeah, and then we'll see about the craft fair. I'm like really excited, but I'm also really nervous, because it's like first ever craft fair, and there's like so many like little details and little things that you kind of have to think about, and like also get as well. Like I am so glad that I am a part of Makers, which is basically a shop in the mall, like a store in the mall, where small businesses can rent out a display shelf and put their products in the mall. So it's like a little art community shelf type thing. And I'm so glad that I've done that before I even started doing a craft fair, because I have a lot of supplies left over from when I was doing that, or like when I first started that, because I've upgraded my display over time. So I have like my old display stuff still kicking around, which is the stuff that I wanted to paint anyway today, or at some point. I don't know if it's going to be today. Like I might switch over and start painting that potentially, because I'm definitely not going to finish this potion bottle on the stream anyway. Okay. There's that, so then that's fine. So now I can go. Actually, I want to those two together. Select this. And then I should have actually before I do this, what I want to do, nope, is just go over with this with a little bit of a darker color so then I can see where this outline should be. Okay. There we go. Now I can select it. Nope. Select this color. And then airbrush it on. Just gonna do this. It looks like it's not as much. The blue should take up more space. The pink should take up more space as well. Okay. Yeah. And then time to kind of blend it all together. But yeah, like there's so like I have a lot of supplies left over from that, which I'm thankful for, because then it kind of takes the stress away where I'm like, oh, I don't need to sit here and buy a whole bunch of stuff for this craft fair. But it's also still nerve-wracking because there's still so much stuff that I have to like do and think about. Like even like getting like a tablecloth, I'm like, how am I, like what color am I going to, you know, do, and like figuring out like the table space. And I also have a rough idea of how I want to display stuff on the table, but I also need to do like a practice run where it's like I'm going to set up the table how I want it with like all my products to kind of get a much better idea of if I want to change anything or if I want to do anything, which granted I should do relatively soon-ish, just in case I have to go out and buy more stuff. Oh my lord, like there's so many like little things like that it's like, you know, or even just like sitting here and like even just taking measurements, because it's like I have like a folding table that I can use, which is great, but then it's like I have to like dig it out of like the shed, and then I need to like measure it to make sure that it's the correct size and that it's going to work, and like all of that stuff. So there's just so many like little things like that. So it's like, and part of me is like, oh, I hope that I'm not forgetting anything, and I hope to God that like everything will go smoothly. I mean, it's the first craft fair, so I feel like there's going to be a little bit of hiccups here and there, but at least I did like I have a friend who is going to help me out with the craft fair, which is going to be fun and nice. But she has a few friends that also does craft fairs as well, and she is also their helpers. So she has like a good idea of like how craft fairs are done and like all that wonderful stuff. So it's going to be nice to kind of have a little bit more of a seasonal craft goer or craft fair goer. And it was also nice because I also joined along with her to help one of her friends set up one of their craft tables as well. So I kind of got a little bit more of hands-on knowledge on that front, which is very, very helpful. Like there's still so many like little things that obviously I'm not going to know of until the day of. But just kind of like, you know, going in and like I wasn't able to help with the setup, which kind of sucked, but I at least helped with the takedown. It was also really, really cool to kind of see like something that I don't really do a lot of craft fairs. Like I don't have time. Like I want to go to craft fairs. I just don't have time to go to craft fairs. But it was so cool seeing the craft fair that I went with my friend where I was helping. Um it was so cool to sit here and see at the end of the craft fair and see all the vendors of like, oh, like they have like seeing what they had like day 1 versus day 2 because it was like a 2-day event. But like seeing so many people have like empty shelves, or like that their shelves not necessarily like full on empty, but at least there wasn't as many products as there was before. It was really cool to see kind of like the before and the after, like what these displays and like what products they had on the first day of the craft fair and what was left over on the second day of the craft fair. And it kind of just made me really happy being like, oh my god, like they actually, like so many of these people like, you know, sold a whole bunch of stuff, and like they you know, obviously like I don't know if they made profit or anything like that, but like just seeing, you know, the difference between their day 1 shelves and their day 2 shelves, it kind of just filled me with like a lot of joy being like, oh my god, like these people are like, it was such a huge success and it was so fun to be a part of. Also, no, that is so not what I want. Nope. Just wanna blend this out a little bit more. Okay, I definitely need to do a little bit more blending. But yeah, like it was really fun to kind of see. And like, yeah. Oh, okay, never mind. I was like, oh no, did my pen die? No, it's fine. And then so it's going to be interesting with like my craft fair where I'm like, it's the first ever craft fair, and it's also that thing where it's a free event, so people aren't like, it's not a paid for event either, so it's like people can just walk in off the street. So it's like I don't know if there's going to be more people just simply looking instead of buying, or if and that sort of thing. And it's like also like I tried to do like a little bit of like snooping around to kind of see like what to see if vendors like posted their like not necessarily their sales figures, but at least like, you know, giving a review on the event. Like, do, you know, are they happy with it? Are they not happy with it? Like, I have no idea, but like I couldn't really find that much information on it. Like, a lot of people post that they're going to the event, or that they're that they're a vendor at the event, but like not a lot of people post like the aftermath of the event, which is not going to like, it's both concerning and not concerning at the same time. Because like I'm like, I get it. Like, you know, not everyone's going to want to post like how, or what's not everyone's going to post about like the review of the event, or anything like that, especially like okay. um Oops. Just double checking everything. Like, since like the Wi-Fi is being really weird, I just want to make sure that like the stream is still up and all that fun stuff, and that there's not any issues. I mean, I think OBS from the last time that like I had like really severe issues, I think OBS like gives me a heads up saying that like, you know, the stream had disconnected or whatever. So I'm like, I'm not getting any of those error messages, but like I still want to just double check and make sure that everything is still good. Still good to go. Yeah, I think for the most part, I feel like the blue is pretty evened out. I just need to kind of work a little bit more on the pink side. But there we go. I think that's good. Yeah. I definitely like that. Okay. I can turn that off actually. And then I do need to color in the stopper as well, which I'm going to do now. Here. And I'm going to actually do it just a little bit lighter. Whoops. That way then I can kind of see the lines, or like where the bottom of the stopper is versus the top. Or not the top, but like versus the side. But yeah, and so it's like, yeah, like I'm really excited for the craft fair. I'm just really nervous too. I don't know what is up with my Wi-Fi today. If I could, I would hardwire myself into the Ethernet, or into the Ethernet, into my router, but I can't. So I shan't. Which is fun. It's fun. But yeah. Okay, so that is good. And then I can do select. Oops. There we go. And kind of just work on the highlights on this one. And then I'll erase the bottom. Like whatever color gets onto the bottom, I'll just erase. I was like, what am I trying to say there for a hot second? Also, like, I like how the weatherman is just like, yeah, it's gonna be sunny, and now it's cloudy, a little bit windy, which is like, in all honesty, I'm not too mad about that, because I was low-key kind of pissed off because I have to still take like I have to take photos of all of the new products that I want to add to my store, because the way that I'm doing things is that I've connected my Square accounts to my Etsy account. So that way then it imports all of my listings from Etsy over to my Square account. So then I don't have to like re-input all of the listings, which is fantastic. Holy crap. I could not imagine redoing all of my listings on my Square accounts, especially after I've done them on my Etsy account. But since I'm adding in some new products, I have to add that onto my Etsy account, my Etsy store anyway. So I need to take photos of everything, or take photos of all the new stuff, and then create those listings. But I only take photos when it's like sunny outside. And essentially, and it sucks because we've entered into a period of rain where it's like it was sunny for like weeks on end, and now it's just like, yeah, there's like forecast for like rain for the entire week. So I'm like, great, I have no idea when I'm actually going to take these photos. But then I saw that today was supposed to be sunny, and I'm like, oh crap, like today would be such a good day to take photos because it's supposed to be sunny. But then I'm streaming and I use my camera, like the camera that I take photos on, to stream. And so I'm like I can't stream and take photos at the same time. I'm like, I have no idea how that would work. And so I was kind of a little bit pissed of like, oh, I'm wasting such a good day to take photos, but now it's clouded over, and it's definitely not as sunny as it once was, like in the beginning of today or the morning. It was pretty sunny this morning, and then the clouds kind of just came in, like slowly but surely came in. So now I'm not too mad that I'm not able to take photos, but it also begs the question of like, I have no idea when I'm going to take photos. I might just have to take, unfortunately, like crappy photos. So that way then I can just get those listings up anyway, and then after the craft fair take much better photos. But yeah, and then it's like, I know that my friend who's helping me with this craft fair, she's also going to do her first craft fair in August, which is really, really fun. And so I'm going to help her work on a lot of stuff for her craft fair, because she does a lot of crocheting. So she's going to be selling her crocheted items, but she doesn't have like an online store or anything like that. So she has never created a listing in her life. And so I'm like, yeah, like BT dubs. Like I told her, I'm like, hey, just like letting you know, because like let me back this up. When I looked into the Square Reader and like the Square account to set everything up, I was like, okay, like let me like I wanted to like double check everything just to like make sure, just to kind of figure out how things work, because I don't want to, I don't want to leave it to the last minute and then realize that, oh crap, like I have to do all this other stuff that's going to take, so much time to do, which thankfully I did do this, because I'm like, if I didn't have my Etsy shop and I had to like import, or I had to like create all my listings from scratch, that would take me so long to do. And so I texted her and I was like, hey, by the way, you should start your Square account and like start taking photos of all your stuff and start listing them on your Square account before your craft fair. I want the size just to be a little bit darker. Makes sense. Here we go. Before your craft fair, because she has like a lot of stuff, and she also has like a lot of like one-off items too. So I'm like, ooh, like you should really, start, doing like a handful of listings, per week or whatever, because she has like 2 or 2.5 months, I think, before her craft fair. And so I'm like, you should really do this now, so that way then you don't get like, you don't have to do all of them all at once, because it's like, I don't know how many items she's going to be bringing, but if she has like, let's say like hypothetically she has like 200 unique items, then she would have to create like 200 different listings for each item. And I'm like, girl, that's going to take so long to do. I also don't know, I'm assuming that Square has like a bulk importer. I'm not 100% sure how to do it, because I know at least with Etsy you can take one of your existing listings and copy it, and then you just change whatever you need to change, like the title and like the listing photos and stuff like that, which makes it so much easier if you have like, let's say like I'm doing like a different sticker design, and I'm like, okay, well, instead of me sitting here and having to like input all of the same information, I just copy over an existing sticker listing, and then I just change in my or I just change the listing photos and anything else that I need to do. Which is definitely nice. And so let me do this. And so I'm like, I'm assuming that Square has like a similar feature, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm like, girl, if you have to do this like one at a time, like you're going to be so done. Like you're going to be so done by the end of it, and you wouldn't want to do like another listing. So I'm like, so I told her this, and I'm like, hey, like you should really, think about whoops, like adding your stuff in. And then but she also needs help because she hasn't done a listing before. So I'm like, I'm going to have to help her, which is fine. I'm fine with that. That is not the color that I want. But yeah, it's like, but yeah, I'm really glad that I looked at it and I was just like, oh, okay, like I need to do all of these listings. And then I'm also glad that I have an Etsy shop. That way then I don't have to, that way then I can just import everything that I have, which will definitely save me time. Okay. I'm just going to blend this in. Whoops. And then also like for, hey, how's it going? I am currently working on a Pride potion bottle for Pride month. And I'm also I'm also working on stuff for my craft fair because I'm doing stuff to get ready for my first ever craft fair. And like one of the things that I wanted to do is finish up some of the artwork that I had left over that I had to do. So I'm doing the potion bottles, and then I had some notepads and memo pads that I wanted to design as well. But yeah, in terms of like the craft fair, like I also need to create a banner as well for my table, which I'm such an ambitious person sometimes, and it's both great and not great at the same time. I tend to, whoa. Okay. Sorry, I thought I heard something like unplug there for a hot second. I was like, wait, what went? But nothing looks broken. That's good. Okay. Everything looks fine, hopefully. Let me just double check. I don't know, maybe it was just my imagination that I heard something. Nope. I know that I've been having some issues with like my Wi-Fi, so I'm like, I just wanna double check everything. Oops. Okay. Everything looks good. That's good. Okay. But yeah, like I'm such an ambitious person when it comes down to a lot of things, and I like doing I like doing a lot of things myself as well, and which is both great and not great at the same time. There we go. I feel like the music stopped again. There it is. sometimes I'm like, has it like actually paused, or is it just switching songs sometimes? Sometimes it's hard to know. But yeah, like I'm such a ambitious person and I like doing everything myself. And so I need to have a banner for my craft fair table. But obviously I don't really want to go out and buy a banner. And so I'm planning on like making my own, which is like I feel like I can do I feel like I can do it. Because I have a lot of different craft supplies already. Oh, brightness. There we go. And then it's this one. Yes. But yeah, like I feel like I have a lot of craft stuff anyway, and so I was planning on basically taking some of my white fabric that I have from my fabric bin, and then taking some of the gold iron on vinyl that I have left over from some of my cosplays, and using my cutting machine and cutting out my name, and then ironing it onto the piece of fabric. So I'm like, that's something that I'm potentially going to do, which is so much fun because it's just another thing that's on my to-do list, but also I don't know, but also I'm like, I don't want to go out and spend money on a banner either, because it's like I don't know how many craft fairs I'm going to do anyway. Like I want to do more. Like I would like to I would like to do quite a bit. I would like to kind of get into doing craft fairs. But I also I don't know. Like I might just like sit here and do like 2 or 3 and decide that they're not for me type thing. So I don't want to invest a whole bunch of money. I just kind of want to use what I have left out, like lying around. But that also means that it creates more work for myself, which is going to be fun. But yeah, like I don't know. So that's also that's something that I have to do too. Can I blend this out a little bit more? I don't know. Okay, that kind of works a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Now I just need to do, oh, I also want to erase up here as well. I should probably do a smaller eraser. But yeah, so that is also on my agenda for my craft fairs, to do my banner, and then I also painted my display shelves as well, which is fun. And I still need to paint a few other things too. And then it's just kind of getting all of the products made, which is like, I would say the most time consuming part of everything, especially like my notepads, my memo pads. Like the way that I do it is just not, it's not efficient in a way. Like it's, because I cut out all the pages using my cutting machine instead of like using a guillotine, because I don't own one. And also if I was to get one, I'm like, I have no I don't have a place to put it. Not going to lie. I'm like, I don't have space to put another big piece of equipment in my room. So I'm like, I'm kind of just doing everything using my cutting machine, but that takes time. Like, it takes me, I mean, it's getting a bit better because I'm trying to find ways to be more efficient with cutting out my memo pads and my notepads, at least with my notepads, because they are the things that take me the most amount of time to do. Also, I wonder, hold on. What does Gaussian blur look like? No, I don't really like that. Okay. But yeah, like it's I'm like, it takes me like an hour to like print or to like cut out an entire notepad, and I'm like, it kind of just sucks. It just takes so long, but I'm like, I don't know what's I just don't know what I want to do. But then it's like, I also don't want to outsource anything either. So we'll see. Okay. Let me take this off. Okay. I just want to go around. Okay. Yeah. That looks pretty okay. Whoops, that's so not what I want. There we go. I want to fix that. Can I fix it? It begs the question. Whoops. Nope. I don't know why. So I want to skip this song anyway. Where am I in this playlist? Oh, I'm like halfway through. Okay. That's fine. Okay. And then this point, I'm going to do... Oh, I didn't finish doing this, actually. Whoopsie. Also, I'm not feeling this at all. I am not feeling this music. I don't know. I just go play. Yeah. Yeah, I might change it to something else. A 3-hour playlist. Huh. All music from Genshin. What are you? Not sure. Whoops. There we go. I'm just trying to like change it up on the soundtracks because I really like Nocry's music as well. Like my favorite part, like my favorite soundtracks from Genshin is definitely Nocry's and Fontaine's. But I'm like, I don't want to just have like every drawing stream type thing featuring those two soundtracks. So I kind of want to just like switch it up a little bit. No. Okay. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that. I think. Whoops. Here we go. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Okay. And then I think what I want to do is just do glass, collect, view. And then no. There we go. It's definitely a little bit too strong, so I'm just going to turn it down just a smidge. There we go. Also, I'm going to be right back. And I'm back, but is the webcam going to track? Is it going to track? Oh, yes it does. Okay, awesome. So that with that, I think, what else do I need to do? Oh, I need to do the edges of the bottle. That's right. Okay. Let me do you, and then let me go select again. I also, there we go. I might do like it. I might do the bottle color a little bit more heavier on the cork, instead of the actual potion bottle, because I didn't really like how it looked. It kind of looked a little bit washed out, not going to lie. So yeah, I think that's that. Also, music. Are you good or no? Oh, that is so not what I want. There we go. Okay. And then I just need to, I'm like, I don't, okay. I think that's a little bit better. So I'm going to redo that at some point, but not at the moment. What? The inside of the bottle is definitely a different color. Whoops. Well, that's an easy fix. There we go. That could also be part of the reason why it looked a little bit more washed out than what it was. Okay. And then turn that off. Okay. And then I'm going to select this. Whoops, not copy. Select. Thank you. Totally wrong color. Or not wrong color. Wrong brush. Nope. I want this to be down. Yes. And it's just a little bit too thick. Okay. Since there's not a lot of color, like not a lot of like different colors, I'll probably just do some of it on like each side a little bit. I like that. That looks fine. And then I think I did a darker color around as well. Let me just do that. And like outlined it like this. Okay. Yeah. Yep. That looks pretty all right, I think. And then I just go in and I just, definitely not with that size of a brush, and just kind of go in and kind of words mix it together. Is that the words that I'm looking for? I don't know. I don't know. It's also so interesting. This is not what I thought that this stream was going to be, actually. Like, I thought that I was going to do a lot more actual, like, making products and stuff like that, and not like actual drawing. Like, I had a feeling that I was probably going to do a little bit of drawing, but definitely not essentially the entire stream. But it also makes sense because I can't really print anything, and there's so much stuff. Like, my desk is just not big enough for a lot of things, and so it just becomes a lot harder for me to like navigate where it's like, okay, where do I put this? Because now this space is being taken up, or I have this on my left side and I have that on my right side, and it's just like, ugh. Sometimes it's like, oh, there's too much stuff. Oh, and that's right. I don't think that I didn't use the brush that I normally used. I used a much more softer brush when I was doing this before. Whoops. So then it was easier for me to blend. That's all right. Whoops. I don't want it to be too thick either. Yeah, that looks pretty good. What else? Yeah, I'm kind of glad that like I am also doing this, because I at least want to get 2 more of the potion bottles done before the craft fair. But yeah, before the craft fair. I also have to remember that like I also need to make some of this product for my maker store as well. So some of the stuff I'm going to be making more of, simply because I want to add them to my store. Because it's like I would like to have all of my Pride products out before the beginning of Pride, both within my actual like online store. Oh my god, the music keeps cutting in and out. Like, it just does not want to load. What else? Oh, there's okay. The joys of owning a cat. But yeah, like I want to get all of my Pride stuff out before June 1st. It's also going to be very interesting because my city, like the city that I live in, we celebrate Pride in August. Like it's so weird because like a lot of our major Pride festivals or Pride stuff, like Pride parades and stuff like that, like all happen in August. Like not a lot. I mean, there's still some stuff that happens in June, but not a lot does. Like most of our big stuff happens in August. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see how my Pride sales go this year. Because it's like, is it like, am I going to get, you know, because Pride is in June, am I going to get like a lot of sales in June for like my maker store, even though that technically we celebrate in August? But also like, it's also hard where it's just like, okay, like June's like, or like technically Pride month is June, but then we celebrate it in August, so then essentially all of my Pride stuff is going to be up for like the entire duration of the summer, which I find kind of hilarious as well. Which granted, I definitely, depending on how some of them sell, like if I have stuff that sells really well, then I'll consider leaving it up for like the entirety of the year. That's not just going to be limited to Pride month. But we'll see. Also, I feel like this isn't dark enough, to be honest. Just there we go. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot better. Also kind of want to extend it out a little bit more. But yeah, like if there's items that sell really well, then I will definitely leave them up. I know that I leave up my Be Gay Do Crime stickers, which those tend to sell really well too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's also going to be interesting to see if any of my Pride stuff sells at the craft fair too. Because that's going to be interesting. Because it's like I also don't know the demographic. Like I feel like the demographic is going to be all over the place because it's kind of just going to be. I feel like it's just going to be a mixed bag of a whole bunch of different ages, different people, all that stuff. So I'm like, so you know, my Pride stuff might go over well, or it might not. We'll see about that. But you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Much rather have stuff. I mean, obviously, like I want to have stuff that sells, but like much rather, you know, go out and try something different or design something different, and have it not sell than not design anything at all type thing. Okay. It's not too bad. No, I want to go over here and take. Oh, it's the same color. Never mind. I know that I darkened one of the parts, so I just wanted to make sure that all of the other stuff is going to be as dark as well. That doesn't look too shabby. I think that's not the correct color. It should be darker, or at least a little bit darker. Okay. Then I kind of I think I want to darken this up just a smidge as well. And also like make it just a tad bit longer. 'Cause I feel like the blue is really kind of what's kind of catching my attention more than the purple or the pink. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to darken that up a little bit, and also like make it kind of like extend it out just a smidge more. Also want to make this just a little bit bigger. I think there we go. Also, I want to double check. It's like I ordered sticker paper off of Amazon for my stickers, and it says it's supposed to be delivered today, but it's still not out for delivery. Which makes me nervous, not going to lie. Because I know the last time that I ordered the sticker paper, it was just like, yeah, it's going to be delivered, on X dates, and then it's like, oh, it looks like, we missed the delivery date. Yeah, like it should be here in like a couple of days, and then I wait the couple days, and it's just like, yeah, so we have like no information of where it is, and I'm like, okay, am I going to get it? Like there's no tracking or anything, and I'm like, this is sus. And then I ordered other type of sticker paper because I'm like, I have no idea when this is going to actually get here. And then it got delivered with the other sticker paper. I'm like, so like, is this not like, was this just chilling in the back or something? Like, so if it isn't delivered today, then I'm going to contact the seller and be like, yo, what's going on? Where's the tracking? Like, says it's supposed to be delivered today and it wasn't. I don't have time to sit here and twiddle my thumbs waiting for sticker paper to arrive. And it sucks because it's like, it's good sticker paper too. So I'm like, if I'm going to have this issue every time that I order it, I'm like, that just makes me not want to order it, because it's like, then it's now just creating like a hassle or a pain. And I'm like, I don't want to have to track down my order every time that I order something. Or I don't want to have to track down the sticker paper every time that I order the sticker paper. But also I'm like, I feel like this isn't just a me issue either. Like, I feel like other people would have issues with the tracking. Especially if this has happened twice now. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't have time to play these games. Okay. Whoops. Also not loving how this is looking. Whoops. Okay. Think. Ooh, it's getting more windy. Little bit windy outside. Just a little bit. Okay. But with that being that, and with that, now that, I don't know. I don't know. It is technically 3 o'clock where I'm at, and I normally end stream at 3. So even though that I'm not 100% finished this drawing, I think this is where I'm going to call it for today, especially because I want to go and start printing out a whole bunch of memo pads and notepads now that I got the paper for that. So, but I can't do that when I'm streaming, unfortunately, which is part of the reason why I kind of swapped over to doing a little bit of art now, because I was like, ooh, like I don't really have a lot. I was like, I didn't think through the logistics on some of this stuff. But yeah, like I mean, it's still stuff that I have to get done regardless. I just wasn't necessarily expecting this to be an art stream. I thought this would be more of like making products type of stuff. But I originally tomorrow I was going to stream Infinity Nikki, but I think that I'm just going to do another kind of product making stream, simply because like I have so much stuff that I still have to do and I would like to make more progress with things. But next week, from I believe I'm like 99.9% sure, but next week is Genshin Impact's is when the 6.7, no, 6.6. I thought we were ahead of patch, but no, it's 6.6 release dates. So I was going to do some of the Genshin Endgame on Tuesday of next week, and then because of the timing of the of maintenance and when the new patch drops, I will be streaming on Wednesday next week to play through the quests and stuff like that. I also have no idea how long the quests are. Going off of like Genshin's recent like Archon quests is probably going to be quite long. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all of it on Wednesday. But if I don't, then that's definitely going to be what I'm going to be doing on Thursday of next week as well. Which means that I'm not going to do any sort of like art stream next week. So I thought, maybe, I wasn't really planning on playing Genshin anyway tomorrow. I was planning on doing Infinity Nikki as long as my computer can won't combust. I know that Infinity Nikki takes a lot more resources than Genshin, so there's that. But yeah, I'm going to just kind of do a kind of like a similar stream tomorrow, where I'm making a whole bunch of more products, and like and then tomorrow, because I'm going to be spending today printing everything out. Tomorrow is going to be actually where I'm going to sit down and like cut out a whole bunch of products and do a whole bunch of stuff, and then even potentially prep some more like bookmarks and stuff like that that I can cutouts instead. I think that I just need to do it. I just need to do a lot more prep work. And then just kind of cut everything out instead. Instead of kind of like what I'm doing, what I did today, where it's just like, okay, let me do some of the prep work, but the prep work, it requires me to move around my entire room and like do a whole bunch of different things, and like I don't have the space. I don't have the space. But yeah, so that's, I think, is what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And then next week is just going to be a whole next week is just going to be a Genshin week at that point. So with that being said, thank you for joining me as I had kind of like a little bit of a scuffed stream. I know that I also didn't start right away either. But like things were a little bit more scuffed today. And then I kind of swapped over to doing some arts, but that's okay. So with that being said, see you tomorrow.